tonight, Dave, for Andover. They want to keep the pressure on in the offensive zone. You think you're applying enough pressure, you want to apply more. Golden Warriors must take advantage of every Indian mistake. Billerica is giving up an average of just over 6 goals per game. And you don't want them building their confidence defensively at your expense by keeping you off the scoreboard. For Billerica, you want to learn from the first 3 games of the season, Dave, and basically just put them right behind you. Those games were against the #1 and #13 teams in the state. So it was an uphill battle for the Indians to begin with. This Billerica program is steep in tradition, Dave, and it's only a matter of time before they turn things
starting goaltenders. Down here to our left for the Andover Golden Warriors, we have number 30, Matt Shea. And down to our right, we have number 29, Timmy Baxter for Billerica. Andover in the gold jerseys, and Billerica in the white with the green trim. And we should have a good one here. The winner will take on Arlington Catholic next Monday night in the championship game right back here at 7:45.
Yeah, Arlington Catholic just 4-1 winners recently here at the Hallenborg against the Reading Rockets. So we'll see which team here earns the right to take on the Cougars.
Off the draw at center, pushed into the Golden Warriors zone by Billerica. All the action right against the sideboards. Nobody can get it. Back at the point, Joseph Kelleher, 19, now gets it. The drive tipped just wide. Heading to the net was Ed Stokes, the captain. Tipped that shot of Kelleher just wide. Now up at center, Sousa, Andrew Sousa, number 12, off in the side wing to Mapstone. Passed in front, nobody home. And collecting it is Zaro, and Zaro clears it up the center. Faria with it now, the captain pushes it in deep. Faria gives chase, but getting to it first was Wilkie. Wilkie plays it behind his own net, and Andover tries to get it out. Nice keep in momentarily. I think that was Guy Petrillo keeping it in, and now everybody's offside. Now everybody's good. Played just about a minute here, no score between Andover and Billerica. Now giveaway in the corner. Pushed up and out off the shin pad. Looked like that was Dominic DeSisto. And it's going to be played in deep.
Dave, Billerica applying a lot of pressure here in the forecheck so far.
Poked back in. Picked up now. This is Andrew Susi. Susi over on the side to Hughes, and Hughes plays it out to center. And picking it up is Corsia. Corsia moving in. Had a stick lifted. Andrew plays it in deep. Connor Silk had to roll off of his stick. Enright with it. Enright pushing it up. That hit a leg. Enright falls down looking for it. And the Indians are going to clear. Yes, they do. Got a delayed offside on the play. Susi with it now, trying to play it around Fantasia. Hit the stick of Fantasia. Pulls out the center. Indians break it in. It's thrown right out again. Everybody's got a tag. Everybody does. We played a couple of minutes. No shots on net just yet.
Dave, the Indians certainly the ones putting the pressure on so far. Andover is still trying to make their way out of their own zone so far with not much success.
Shario behind his own net, plays it up in the side wing. Coming in now is Covino pushing it in deep for the Indians. Big bump behind the net by Kelleher, but it's going to be Andover breaking it out. This is 23. Zach Walker playing it in deep, going after it himself. But the Indians going to get it kept in nicely by Shario. Throws it in front, almost connected with Walker. That was our first scoring chance. Here comes Andover the other way. Wilkie with it. Left-handed shot moving in. Wilkie. Pass in front. Just missed the tip. Terrific setup. Brian Sargent in front. Had the yawning open net. The puck just went by.
So we just talked about Andover having trouble moving the puck out of their own zone. And all of a sudden they generate a couple of real nice scoring chances.
That was shot. That steered wide. Is letting it go as Zaro from the point. Zaro looking for the pass. Goes in deep to get it. Zaro behind the net. Was looking for a return pass from Stokes. Not going to get it. Now Zaro gets it. His shot was blocked, and it's going to be cleared out the center by Sargent. Hughes for the Indians sends it back in. 11.5 to go here in the first. And now a steal by the Indians. Shot in, a nice save by Shaner as the Indians get the first shot on net. Coming the other way, the speedy Mark Campbell. Campbell trying to make a move to the front. Campbell knocked off the puck. This is now Sousa. Sousa banging on the sideboards. And the puck flipped out. Thought it was going to leave the rink, but it did not. And it went right to Faria. Faria 1-on-3. Faria makes a move, gets it on the net. And that's going to be a save by Shana. And now here comes Andover up over center. This is Campbell again. Campbell bumped off the puck. Picked up by Sousa. Sousa behind the net. Sousa right-handed shot. Comes back to the point. And that wrist shot, that just goes wide. Puck in the corner as the Indians control, looking to break out of their own zone. A little backhand pass, and we got a souvenir up here for one lucky fan. 10:36 to play here in the first, no score.
Yeah, some good end-to-end action here, Dave. Scoring opportunities both for Billerica and Andover. As the goaltenders for Andover, it's Shana. And for Billerica, it's Baxter, who have stood tall so far.
Face off to the right of Shana. One by Andover. Behind the net, it's Hughes. Hughes not cut out in front, thought better of it. Went up the side. Now this is Enright. Enright with a shot. That's a save by Baxter. Puck goes into the corner. Enright trying to get his own rebound, but he's watched by a couple of Indians in the corner. Johnson back there for Billerica. Johnson pulls it out. Was tripped on the play. And they are going to make the call.
Yeah, it looks like it was number 7 from Andover. Connor Silk got his stick caught up in the skates of the Billerica player. The referee was right there to make the call. So we'll see what Billerica can do with a man advantage.
10-11 to go here in the first. No score between Billerica and Andover. Billerica on the man advantage, like you just said. Moving towards the net was Fantasia. Number 27, he lost it. Now he gets it back. Fantasia spins away from the man. Fantasia trying to go back to the center, but he had to just barely keep it in. Behind the net now is Stokes. Stokes out there on the power play. They move it around. Johnson with it. Johnson with a drive. Hit a stick and they score! That might have hit the skate of Fire in front, number 15. And it's a power play goal. 1-0 Billerica.
Yeah, nice work moving the puck there by Billerica. Credit, I don't know if he's going to get credit for the goal or not, but credit the hard work in front of the net by the Billerica captain, Kevin Faria. He was putting up a screen in front of the Andover goaltender,
the
Shana.
Drive, yeah. Take a look at that. The shot from the point from Johnson. Faria in front, lifted the skate. Don't know if it hit him or not.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Billerica plays with the lead here.
Well, it's now 1-0 score. We'll get that scoreboard updated in just a second. Showing it 1-0 for Billerica. Puck flipped in. Now took a funny bounce on Baxter, and he had to clear it away.
Yeah, nice job by Baxter flashing the pad on that funky bounce on the clear-in shot.
It was.
From Andover.
Now it's kept in. McLaughlin playing it in deep. But around the boards, Andover picking it up. Enright trying to get there. And it's going to be played out the center. Shot right back in for a delay, and everybody tags up. 9:09 to go in the first. 1-0 our score. Power play goal by the Indians. We believe it was Faria 15. Couldn't hear the official announcement. But Faria lifted his skate on the play in front. I'm pretty sure that hit his skate and took a hop into the net.
Yeah, I think it went off a stick as well before it got there, Dave. And again, the Faria was it was amazing. As I'm looking basically through the eyes, my angle here from the shooter from Billerica, and Faria was just taking up the entire view of Shayna.
And the Indians get it out to center. Di Cristoforo with it, moving in down the wing. Pass in front. I was looking for Fantasia, I should say. Didn't get it to him. Now some bumping down in the corner. Nice poke check by Johnson in deep for the Indians. Puck goes in the corner. Johnson gives chase. Sauerborn gets there first. Now in the slot. Shot and a save by Shayna. Was getting, I think that was number 27, Fantasia, up getting a shot on that.
Yeah, Fantasia calling his name quite a bit already here, Dave. He's certainly involved in the play. That puck squirted loose. He took almost like a snapshot that was right near the faceoff circle. Puck went a little bit high on Shayna, but he was able to corral it and get the whistle.
Puck kept in by Billerica. Oh, nice play up the center. Nice little touch pass, sending Campbell away. Campbell 3-on-3. Campbell taking the long way around, puts on the brakes. Had a man in front, couldn't get it to him. Puck was bouncing on him in the corner. Now big hit on the sideboards by Sousa. Puck up the center. It's Wilkie playing it back in. Offside briefly. Now the Indians come the other way. Johnson with it. Johnson moving in. Johnson shot and a save. Puck at the side of the net. Nobody can get it. And we got a penalty coming up. And we'll see who this is on.
So number 13, Dave, for Andover. Mark Campbell looked like he interfered with Callahan Johnson of the Indians. Quite a bit of ways away from the play. There was no question in the official's mind that they were going to make that call.
So the faceoff will come back into the Andover zone to the left of goaltender Pat Shayna. And he's been busy.
There's some good work by the Billerica power play in that last time out. So we'll see if these penalties are going to hurt Andover early on.
Puck hasn't left the dot yet. Now squirts into the corner. Stokes on the power play again. He helped push it in deep. And it's going to be scaled around and out by Shario. Johnson picking it up behind his own net. Got a minute 11 to go on the man advantage. They just picked up a power play goal to go up 1-0. Now Stokes the captain, picking it up for Billerica. Plays it softly up the center. Faria has it. I believe Faria got the goal. It's going to be ice. Looks like Faria. Looks like he misplayed that one.
Yeah, he looks like he went to chip it in, and the puck just squirted right by his stick. That's a tough way for things to happen here while Billerica's on the power play.
So they're reset, as you say, down here in the Billerica zone to the right of goaltender Tim Baxter. The puck is controlled by Curcia. He takes a bump from Stokes. Puck up the center. Giving chase now is Fantasia. Fantasia's going to get there. Throw it at the net. A shot and a save. And Shayna covers up. I think he was fighting that shot. It might have fooled him a little bit on that one.
Yeah, some good hard work by Fantasia there, going for the loose puck. He was able to get body position on the Andover defender. He just turned and fired it on net. Looked like it took a quick hop just before it got to Shayna.
Stokes plays it in deep. Stokes now kicks it on the side to Fantasia. Fantasia takes a bump. And coming out now is Andover. Possible 2-on-1 if they hurry. Garcia trying to get there, but nice hustle by Waldman to get back for the Indians. Fantasia has it in his skates. Now he's going to drive it in from center. 16 to go on the man advantage. Andover trying to clear it out. Can't quite do it. Johnson comes in to help keep it in. Puck goes in deep. Johnson now. He loses it. Back to Stokes. Stokes going to try a shot that hit the stick of Curcia, and it's going to be cleared out. Now a breakaway chance out of the box. Coming in to the forehand, to the backhand. The shot just went wide. Campbell went backhand to forehand to backhand again, and then the forehand again. Yeah, we got a cross check coming up.
Dave, two big chances there for Andover. First, it was Campbell that came out of the penalty box. Puck just slid off his stick as he went to make his move from the backhand to the forehand. but the puck got centered right after that. And I want to say it was Crescia that was right there, hit the post, and 2 quick scoring opportunities for Andover there.
And we got a buzz going on over here.
Yeah, we got a cross-checking penalty for Billerica here. Number 11, Jack Waldman, spending a minute and a half in the sin bin. So we're going to see. We've seen how well the power play works for Billerica. We're going to see how their penalty kill works right now.
A problem with the door over here.
At the pavilion?
At the pavilion. Puck back to the point, so we'll see the Andover man advantage. That shot, that whistles wide as Wilkie got a shot from the point. Going in deep now is Campbell. Campbell has had the breakaway chance out of the box. Made a lot of nice moves, maybe one too many. Now Campbell gets it back, throws it at the net. That hit the skate of the defenseman. Ow, Kelleher blocking that, stays in the play.
Kelleher able to shake that off. Looks like he's no worse for wear right now.
Now got a hand pass coming up. No, they're going to let him play. Maybe he missed it. Andover still in the power play. They're working on shot. That tip just wide of Baxter. Racing in from the point is Wilkie. Now to Campbell. Campbell back to the point. Covering at the point was Sousa. His shot just goes wide. Now Susi playing it in deep. Sauerbrunn with it. Sauerbrunn rather. Back to Susi. He plays it in deep to the corner. Campbell. They working around nicely. Now a drive from the point. Goal! Jack Wilkie let it fly in front. I don't know if it hit anybody on the way through, but it goes in the top corner. And that's a power play goal, and it's tied at 1.
Yeah, this offensive zone possession was kept alive by Wilkie probably about 30 or 40 seconds ago when it looked like Billerica was going to clear the puck. Wilkie made a nice play, kept it in. Pressure was put on by Andover throughout that entire power play. And it was a shot that came in. I'll tell you, the look that Baxter gave the defenseman almost made it seem like it went right in off of one of the Billerica defenders.
Didn't catch the name on that goal. Now it's played in the Andover zone by the Indians. There's Charlie Burgess. Playing in, looking for his own rebound. Didn't get it. Puck on the sideboards. Burgess gets it again. Throws it at the net. And that's a save by Shana. Up on the sideboard. Zach Walker trying to get it out. Can't do it. Got another penalty coming. Penalty-filled game here, Rupp, between these two teams. They got a touch up here at center.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a cross-check on Nick Covino, number 22 for Billerica. I think he was up against the boards with Zach Walker from Andover. Walker had his back turned to him. Covino just came in after the puck got there and put a good lick on him right in the back, and the official right there to make the call.
I think that's 3 penalties here in the first period. We got 2 power play goals already. Now Andover back on the man advantage.
Yeah, special teams at a premium here for both teams right now, Dave.
Last game we saw a lot of penalty kills between Reading and Arlington Catholic, and this time we're seeing some power play goals.
Yep.
Andover pushing it in. And the Indians clear it out. Nice play by Zaro, 24. And retreating now is Wilkie. Got a minute 9 to go on the man advantage. 1-1 our score here in the first period. After live coverage here in Billerica, Massachusetts. Puck goes in deep. Man goes to the front of the net. That's Sauerbrunn. But Campbell's going to hang on to it. Back to the point. Wrist shot. That was blocked nicely. Stokes, the captain, getting a stick on net. Andover on the man advantage for another 47 seconds. Now it's back to the point. Wilkie with a drive and a save by Baxter. They just scored on that similar play about a minute ago.
Yeah, that time Baxter got a good look at it. There was nobody in front of him, and there was no tips involved in that one. So Baxter able to get a good look at it. But I'll tell you what, number 18 for Andover, Jack Wilkie, his kid's got a pretty hard shot.
Campbell wins it, comes back to Wilkie. Wilkie on the sideboards to Sousa. They work it around. Sousa behind the net. It took a funny bounce on Sauerbrunn. And the Indians trying to clear, and they finally do.
Yep, we're going to get interference call on Andover right there. Number 12 for Andover. Sousa, he was interfering with, I want to say it was 24.
Yeah, I believe
Michael
it was.
Zaro.
I think Zaro made a nice play in the sideboards,
Yep.
pushed it up, and got pinched off.
Yes, he did. Well after the puck had gone.
So special teams.
At a premium.
The order of the day.
Indeed.
So's the popcorn. You got any of that popcorn left?
I do. Saved you a couple of handfuls, Dave.
I might get one to go. All right. Johnson on the draw, but he's waved out. Coming in now is Fantasia as they work the power play. Actually, it's 4-on-4 right off the draw. Fantasia shot just went wide. We got 20 seconds to go. A 4-on-4 play. Shot by Fantasia and a save by Shayna. On the sideboards now, it's Hughes playing it behind the net for Johnson and hopped over his stick. Kept it at the point by McLaughlin. Knocked down by Fantasia. Sends it back into Johnson. Johnson trying to get around his man. Silk couldn't do it. Now knocks down Silk. And it's a power play for the Indians. Fantasia had it poked off his stick. Andover trying to clear. McLaughlin almost kept it in, but did not. And the puck is just outside of the Andover zone. Somebody's missing a mitten over there, and it is picked up. That was Johnson. House played in. Big clear around by Shario. Knocked down in front. Tipped at the net. Couldn't put it home. Big chance in front by Fantasia there, Rupp. He couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, that puck was loose, but he was tied up by the Andover defender. Did a real nice job.
Now pass to the point, comes outside the zone. They got to regroup. 28 to go on the man advantage. Everybody tags up. Everybody good. This is Silk trying to play it out. And with some help from Persia, he does. 17 to go on the man advantage. And so one last rush, as they say. Now hit a skate in front. Andover nearly stole it. Now they do. Great chance moving into the backhand and poked off his stick. Going in with Zach Walker, 23. All this while short-handed. And now the penalty's up. Team's back to 5-on-5, at least for now. Up over center is Johnson moving in. He scores! Callahan Johnson on the great individual rush. Then it's 2-1, Billerica.
Dave, that goal, the whole thing goes to Johnson. He not only did he just score it, as we saw, but he was the one that made the defensive play on the Andover player. I believe it was Zach Walker back in the Billerica end. He went end to end, Dave. Kind of looked like a little guy we all know in Boston from years ago. Anyway, number 4, I think it was.
I thought you were going to say Torrey Krug.
Yeah.
Terrific play by Johnson. Billerica now goes up 2-1. Been a very entertaining first period, to say the least. DeSisco throws it in net, on the net, I should say, and Shanna grabs it, and then a little jamming as Covino was mulling around in front.
Yeah, last thing that Andover wants to do here now, down by a goal, is to pick up another penalty and put Billerica back on the man advantage.
2-1 our score in favor of Billerica. They control the puck. Puck just bounces wide. That's Susie on the sideboards. Trying to clear it out. Couldn't do it. Kept in by the Indians. Big hit thrown by Shario in the corner. The hitting picks up, and now another one. Indians control the puck. Back to the point. DeSisco with it. His shot. That hit a shin pad. Now a chance, a 2-on-1. Here comes Campbell. Campbell, now it's a 1-on-1. In front, he couldn't get it to his man. And it's poked away. Sauerbrunn went to the front of the net. But the Billerica defense got back in a hurry. Coming up on a minute to play here in the first. Puck behind the net. Andover trying to get it in front. That was Sousa, number 12. His pass hit a skate on the sideboards now. It's Burgess with it. Burgess playing it up to Covino. Now Burgess gets it back, makes a move, takes a bump. Burgess trying it one more time. It's Covino with it. Covino holding it, trying to go across to the far at the point. Couldn't get it. Campbell on his horse. Campbell up the middle. Campbell with a move. Campbell passing to the slot. Had it taken off his stick. Terrific play. Sousa coming down the slot. Had it on the stick briefly, Rupp.
Yeah, one of the things we're seeing here, Dave, is on these breaks for Andover, they're a guy that's coming through, their trailer that's coming through. In this case, it was Sauerbrunn. And last time through, I believe it was Walker. They're not stopping. Their feet aren't stopping, Dave. Their skates aren't stopping. They're going right to the net. The Billerica defenders are kind of just riding with them. And that's given Andover the opportunity to get that extra step on the defender and generate that scoring chance.
Got Silk going up against Stoke on the draw in the Billerica zone. Taken up the center now by Faria. Faria trying to get around him, man. Nice defensive play back there. Faria kept moving it forward. Now flipped out by Andover. Could be icing. No, they're going to wave it off. Getting back was Zach Hughes. Plays it around, but Silk moving in. Silk plays it in deep, and that's going to do it in the first period. So a very entertaining first period here from Billerica. With the score, Billerica 2 and Andover 1. We'll have second period action in just a few minutes. Actually, we're going to stay right here as we have a very special guest coming on the show. And Rupp, I'm going to let you take it away.
Absolutely. All right, we're joined here between periods by Billerica Memorial High School Athletic Director Dave Lazinski. Dave, welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate everything you guys are doing for schoolboy hockey.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, we're having a blast. Very entertaining game here so far. The Billerica Indians up 2-1. Must make you feel good going into the first intermission.
Yeah, it is. It's good to see us get off our little slide. We're opening up the offense a little bit. It's good to see kids making passes and connecting.
Absolutely. So, Dave, we're here tonight for the Winter Classic Showcase. Maybe you could just tell everybody viewing tonight a little bit about the tournament.
Well, it's actually, it was originally called 17 years ago the Ed Burns Tournament, named in honor of Eddie Burns, the famous Arlington coach. Was there for a legendary period of time, and he was a teacher at the school also. Last year, Arlington decided to drop out of the tournament, so we still had the original three, which is Billerica, Reading, and Arlington Catholic, and we had to find a fourth. We asked Andover if they'd join us, and they so took it. So, we're pretty happy with this field of teams.
Excellent, yeah, and there's been some real good competition on the ice so far. Game number one saw Arlington Catholic beat Reading by the score of 4-1, and as we just mentioned, a very entertaining game so far here between Billerica and Andover. Now, maybe you could tell us too about this year we're here in Billerica. Does it go from rink to rink, or has Billerica always run this at their rink, or?
No, actually, what had happened in the past with the Ed Burns tournament, the Ed Burns Invitational Tournament, is that it would rotate 1 year in Arlington, 1 year in Reading, 1 year in Billerica. We're going to try and keep that afloat with still the three teams, Billerica, Arlington Catholic, and Reading. So it should have the same rotation.
Now, these are typically teams, in some of the cases anyways, that they're not in the same conference, that they might not play each other during the year. Is this a good way for teams to see teams they may not normally see? And have you seen over the years, does it build up a good tradition and a good rivalry between some of these schools?
Well, I think that it does, but also, being a hockey person, so much of the game now is played in off-season that these kids really all play against each other or with each other on the same team,
yep.
Via the Senators or via the Junior Warriors. So they really all know each other. It's just that during the high school season, they're competing for their town or Arlington Catholic.
So a lot of friendly rivals then that we're going to see on the ice.
I think so, but as you saw in the first game, even though the Arlington Catholic kids know the Reading kids, it still can get a little bit of feistiness going.
Gotcha. So we're going to be back here next Monday evening. We've got the consolation game. Reading's going to be taking on whoever doesn't advance beyond this game here between Billerica and Andover. And then in the championship game, we're going to have Arlington Catholic taking on the winner here. So is it a typical event when you get to that championship night? Does the place really fill up? I mean, the atmosphere here this evening has been great. And is it the same type of thing next week, or do we really expect a lot more?
I think it will. The only thing is our girls basketball team is hosting a tournament tonight, so that's kind of why the crowd looks a little sparse here, because we've got a packed gym across the street.
Gotcha.
But hopefully hockey fans will come out, and because it really is a great tournament. I mean, there are 4 Division I teams with a great history, a fabulous history of schoolboy hockey. So we're hoping that people come out and see a couple of great games. Even the consolation game will be a great game.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I noticed when I walked in this evening, it looked like we had a couple of scouts in the stands. So getting a look at some of the talent that's going around the ice tonight.
Always are, and the good thing is the time of year that we have it, colleges are on break, so it gives their coaches an opportunity to go out and scout different teams in the area.
Absolutely. All right, well, Dave, I want to thank you for coming on the show, filling us all in on the tournament. really a great event here. I've had a blast here tonight. There's really been some fantastic hockey. For our viewers out there, again, it's next Monday evening. That's the 30th, I believe 5:45 and 7:45 are our start times. And is there a website that they can check if they wanted to get any more information on the tournament, or would they just go on the Billerica Memorial High School website?
Yep, they can go on the Billerica Athletics website, or they can go on Arbiter Live, type in Billerica, and the schedule comes up on the webpage.
Excellent. All right, again, that's Athletic Director here at Billerica Memorial High School, Dave Lazensky, joining us in between periods. Again, thank you for this evening, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, and thanks for all that you do in covering schoolboy hockey. It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
All right, then. Well, again, that's Dave Lazensky, and we're going to come back with second period action between Andover and Billerica in just a few moments.
And we're back here in Billerica, getting ready for third period action. As we get the headsets back on, take a look at our scoring summary and some of the replays from the first period. Billerica opened the scoring on the power play. Shot from the point by Johnson, we believe, hit the skate of Kevin Farrier in front. We didn't get the official announcement on the goals. It's kind of hard to hear the announcement of the goal. Take a look at that one more time if we can. Here comes the drive, and you can see the skate lift up, and it definitely deflected off of something and went in the net, and that was 1-0 in favor of Billerica. Then Andover coming back with a goal of their own on the man advantage as well. Shot from the point by Jack Wilkie. Finds a top corner. Don't know if that hit anybody in front or not. And number 12, Andrew Sousa, was cruising through the slot. But for right now, we're giving that to Wilkie one more time. A blast from the point going in the top corner. And that tied it at 1-1. Then we had our first even strength goal. It's a terrific individual rush. Callahan Johnson from his own end, right at the end of a power play, cruising through the center, and he beats Pat Shana for the goal. One more time on that one if we could. Here comes the play over center, around one man, around another, going to the forehand. Far corner shot, touching the ice, celebration in the corner, and that's where we stand with the score, 2-1. Billerica. Rupp, thoughts on that first period?
Yeah, very exciting period so far. I'll tell you, it's given us a little bit of everything. We had some power play goals. We had some shorthanded chances. We had some odd man rushes. We've had some physical play. I mean, we've had a little bit of everything so far.
We had some popcorn?
Yeah, a little popcorn, yeah. Yeah. So, no, very entertaining game so far between Billerica and Andover.
Yeah. Let's just sample in the cuisine here at the Pavilion.
Yeah. They get some pretty good popcorn, I'll tell you that much.
The popcorn is good. I had some of that with you. Still waiting on the hot dogs, though. They're still, oh, they had pizza, though, right?
They did have pizza, but...
no hot dogs. But we Studio 12 Sports is scheduled to be at Fenway Park next Tuesday. Talk about hot dogs, Rob.
Dave, I'll tell you, Fenway Franks for everybody. If all goes through as planned, that's certainly going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
next week.
so stay tuned to Studio12sports.com for more info on that. Great coverage of Massachusetts high school hockey. So now Andover going from right to left, down by a goal as we begin the second period. Stokes plays it in deep, and this is Wilkie now, who we think had the first goal, the only goal for Andover. Up on the sideboards, Sauerbrunn trying to push it out, and does 2-on-1. Here they come. Campbell moving in, dishing it across, and it hit the skate of Sousa, and they couldn't complete the 2-on-1 chance. Now puck out the center. Faria had to hop off of his stick, and Wilkie is going to throw it back in. Getting there first is Sousa. Puck jammed in the corner. Nobody can get it. Down there in no man's land. Now it's played around the boards. Big bump on the side, and the Indians break it out. On his horse, and a shot kicked aside by Shana. That was Joseph Kelleher, 19 on that one. Rupp letting it fly.
Yep.
Now kept in, and a big drive. It goes high and wide. That's Fantasia. Let it go from just inside the blue. Fantasia now plays it in deep. Fantasia moving it in. Looks like he wanted to cut to the front of the net. Now hangs on it, sends it back to the point. Slap shot that hit a skate and goes into the corner. Now on the side, and it comes out in front. Backhand shot, and it's a save, and the net comes off. As digging at it was Johnson, who has one of the Billerica goals.
Yeah, Callahan Johnson, that puck was loose. You had the goaltender, Shana, down in the butterfly. Johnson was covered by a couple of the defenders for Andover, but he was able to get his stick loose. Took one swipe at the puck, but the pad was down and in position for Shana.
Oh, and a high stick right there as Chrissy tried to break it. A shot, and he rang it off the post. Johnson dinging the post. That's a high stick. Now cutting into the front of the net. Shot and a save, and it's cleared away. Shana, busy goalie here in the second. Now the Indians trying to bring it back in. Di Cristoforo had it, and he lost it. Now it's out the center. Controlled now by Corsia. Corsia sends it back into his own zone to Susi. Susi plays it off to his defensive partner, and they cleared it out. Sent back in, offside. Everybody touches. Susi has it up the wing. Collected now by Corsia. He gets it up the center. Hit the skate at Enright. He's going to curl back into his own zone. And it just got outside the blue line. 12:44 to go here in the second period. 2-1 still our score. And now a chance for the Golden Warriors. Moving over is Corsia. Corsia holds wrist shot that hit a stick in front. I think he's going to tee it up, and then he took the safe shot. Backhand shot, score! Corsia, I think he took that pass from Enright, and the blind backhand that goes in, and it's now 2-2.
Yeah, Corsia cutting across the front of the crease. Like I say, it was a blind backhand. Looked like it may have caught Baxter by surprise a little bit, but some good work down deep by the Golden Warriors. kept that puck alive and gave them that good scoring chance. Nice way to finish by Curcia.
Yeah, terrific shift by Matty Curcia. And it's now 2-2. Puck back in the Indian zone. They try to move it out. Saucer pass off the boards, but Burgess couldn't get it. Kept in. No, it wasn't kept in, as sneaking in was Campbell. Picked it off out of the air. Nice play, just outside the blue. That would be illegal.
Yeah, the referees don't put up with that stuff. That offside stuff. That's a no-no in hockey, Dave.
It is. I think that guy just took your popcorn over there. You better check on that.
Those are fighting words.
Yeah, good thing he's a police officer here.
Yeah. Hold me back.
Puck back in the Andover zone. Wilkie, and the net comes off its moorings, as they say. Coming off really easy tonight.
Yeah, there's not much holding them down. And in this situation here, it was number 3, Guy Petrillo for the Indians, who was trying to forecheck. And just didn't get the right angle going around the net.
Was he a bad guy?
Good guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Puck into the Indian zone, giving chase is Kelleher. He gets there just ahead of Walker. Kelleher trying to play it out, and it goes right into the Andover bench. Looks like backup goalie Christopher Augustine made the save.
It's a shame they don't get credit for those.
Save's a save, right?
I'll tell you. And that's a much bigger area to protect over there than the normal 6x4.
Speaking of pucks going out of play, see that the lady in the Washington Capitals game take the puck to the head in the crowd?
No, I did not.
And she actually came back and finished watching the game?
No, I didn't see that.
Yep, she's a tough rookie out there.
I guess.
Doesn't remember the third period, but she watched it. Now puck played in deep. 2-2 score. Fantastic game here between Billerica in white and Andover in the gold. I like these gold jerseys, Rob. I really do.
Yeah, I've always liked yellow or gold and blue together.
Now a pass collected by Di Cristoforo, trying to get it around Wilkie. Wilkie played him off. Wilkie now trying to cut to the center. Kicks it to himself just a little too far. What a setup to rush. Nice play by Wilkie. Back now with Silk. Silk plays it up on the sideboards. And Andover breaks it out. They lost it on the transition, and Johnson's going to shoot it back in. Johnson's had a strong game for Billerica.
As has Fantasia.
Yep. This is the home rink for Billerica. They might have a slight advantage of knowing some of the bounces.
And there are some odd ones.
Yeah. Silk over the line, and they're going to call it offside. Kind of a quirky little play at center. 10:48 to go. 2-2 our score. We lost our scoreboard. Well, I mean, we lost the time here on our score thing. I don't know if we can get it back here, Stevie. Maybe next break, try to get the clock back up on our scoreboard. Played around the sideboards. It hit the skate of Hughes. He couldn't keep it in. Now Saucer pass over to Susie. Susie going to throw it in. Knocked aside by DeSisco. DeSisco on the sideboards as the Indians try to clear it out. Pass hit a skate. Now over to Hughes. Hughes is going to play it in safely. Pass in front and couldn't get it to his man Campbell, who was sniffing around the slot. Now the Indians the other way, and we got a penalty coming. As Kevin Faria broke it up the middle, we got a slash coming, I believe, on Andover.
Yeah, it could have been a slash, could have been interference. Either way, it was number 3, Guy Petrillo, was trying to trail the play. He was taken out by, looks like, who's that, number 12? Is that Souza, Andrew Souza, for Andover.
We get 10-12 to go here in the second period. 2-2 our score. And it's a Billerica power play. They have a power play goal already. This is Faria behind the net to Stokes. Stokes, a right-handed shot, comes in front. Shot hit the side of the net. Shana was in position for that. Kept in at the point nicely by Waldman. Billerica moves it around. Fantasia plays it behind the net, trying to get it to Faria, and does. Faria had a poke top of his stick. Stokes back there as well. It's going to be taken by Andover and cleared out nicely by Enright. All the way down on Baxter, who had to make the save. 6:52 to go on the man advantage. 2-2 our score. Short-handed behind the net. Pass in front by Quercia. Couldn't get it to his man, and Fantasia now sends it in, and it goes out of play. 9:23 to go here in the second period. 2-2 our score, 41 seconds to go on the power play.
It'll be interesting to see if Billerica can clean things up a little bit with their power play. It's looked sharp all evening, Dave, and this one here looks like they're a little slow to get going.
Just can't get in the groove right now. Now pushing it forward is Stokes. Stokes giving chase, and it's be whacked out the center by the Golden Warriors. Johnson in his own zone, pass it up, Fantasia tips it in nicely, no icing. Wrapped around the board for coming in now is Stokes, hopped off his shin pad. Stokes gets behind the net, and we're gonna get a hooking call. It looked like Cam Burton, actually, I don't know, that was Campbell, 13, Mark Campbell, had a stick taken right out of his hands.
Yeah, I saw the stick come out. I didn't see the hook, but apparently the officials saw it a little bit differently. I didn't know if they were going to get him for a slash, maybe chopped it out of his hands, but must have got the stick up around the arms or hands somewhere around on Campbell. And now we're going to play some 4-on-4 hockey.
9:02 to play here in a second, so we get more 4-on-4 play. See a lot of 4-on-4 play. Cutting to the front of the net and had it poke checked away by Baxter was Sean Enright. Enright keeps it in. Nearly knocked into his own bench by Petrillo. Andover keeping it in. It's 4-on-4 right now. Puck goes behind the net. Zaro on the sideboards. Couldn't get it out. Andover keeping it in. Nice play by Susi. Now a chance down low. Going behind the net was Quercia. Quercia pass in front. And a shot goes high by Sousa. Kept in at the point by Susi. They move it around. Enright has it. Number 16. Enright holds. It's 4-on-4 right now. Actually 5-on-4. The man's out of the box. Andover on the man advantage for the next 45 seconds. They control the puck in a 2-2 game. And a snapshot. Short side. A big save by Baxter. Enright got a beauty of a shot on the net. Quercia has it behind the net, and now he plays it over to Sousa. Sousa on the sideboards coming in front. Shot that hit a stick. Coming in is Wilkie from the point. Wilkie trying to play it in deep and does. Pushed in deeper, but Zaro's going to get there. He's got enough steam, he can get it out, and he does. And now a break the other way for Billerica. Di Cristoforo, short-handed, turns around, had it into skates. Just couldn't get the friendly bouncer up.
Nice defensive play there by Wilkie getting back on that. Looked like for sure it was going to be a break for Di Cristoforo, but Wilkie shows that he's just as effective on the defensive end as he is moving the puck.
So we got 7 seconds to go in the man advantage. But the faceoff will come all the way back in the Andover zone. Special teams playing a big part of tonight's game.
They sure are, yeah. Penalties galore.
On the draw, Bill pushing it. Shot hit the post. Nice play there by Johnson, looking for another goal. And now on his horse is Sargent. Sargent moving in, the shot, and that nearly cleared the netting behind the net. And the faceoff will come up. It's going to go down low.
So nice power play there for Andover.
It was.
Nice stop short side by Baxter on a shot by Quercia. It was really the only scoring chance, but
abbreviated power play too.
Indeed, yeah.
Puck comes against the sideboards, pushed in deep by Walker. Walker gives chase. Walker trying to get it back. The puck was in too many skates. It's going to be pushed in deep now by Durling. Zaro behind the net, gets it by Durling, comes out to the point now to Susi, throws it at the net. They hit a shin pad in front, and here comes Di Cristoforo with it. Di Cristoforo trying to move around. His man couldn't do it. Taken away. A nice little dipsy-do over here by Walker. Walker trying to move. Gets it up to Durling. Durling on the side to Sargent. Back to Durling. Durling with a drive and a save by Baxter. He's been busy in this period. Now Billerica trying to move it out, and they do. It's going to be a delayed offside as Wilkie fired it back in. Kelleher has it for Billerica. Flipping it out, trying to catch too many men over there on Andover up. They might have got away with one.
Yeah,
now Fantasia moving in. Yeah, Fantasia had it taken away from him, and here comes Campbell up the wing. Campbell trying to get around McLaughlin. Campbell throws it at the front of the net, and that was knocked aside. On the sideboard, Sousa. Sousa takes a bump, and it's played out the center. Getting back on defense with Shario to Campbell. Campbell plays it back into his own zone. It's going to be onside. Campbell over now to Wilkie. Coming up on 6 minutes to play here in the second. That pass hit a skate, and the Indians are going to steal. Covino playing it in. Getting there first now is Wilkie. Wilkie scooping it away from Burgess. And Campbell with it. Campbell up on the side. That hit the stick of Sauerbrunn and rolled in the Indian zone, and the Indians going to clear. This could be an ice, and I believe it's going to be. 5:41 officially on the clock. 2-2 our score.
Yeah, some good end-to-end action there. A couple of chances both by Andover and Billerica. But goaltenders at both ends really getting the job done here, even though we're at 2-2.
On the draw. Indians had it and then lost it. Now taken out is Petrillo. Petrillo on the side to Stokes. Stokes moving in. Stokes trying to push it by. Sauerbrunn couldn't do it. See, that might have been 21 Shario, not 11. Love these numbers, Rupp, but they are tough to see in a pinch.
Especially all the ones.
All
They're
the
kind
ones.
of broken up. They almost look like a 7.
They do. Now behind the net, Petrillo with it. Petrillo trying to make a move on Silk. Pass in front and skated away by Andover. Here comes Enright. Sean Enright trying to make a move and does. Enright moving in. Pass in front, and the shot just didn't make it to the net as Corsia was coming down the slot. Once again, Rob, Billerica D. Right place, right time.
Indeed.
All the action on the sideboards. Now it's pushed in deep behind the Billerica net. On the sideboards, coming in was Plurd to keep that in. It's played by Andrew Plurd. All the action right in front of the Andover bench. Kept in by Andover. It's taken away now by Stokes. And a pass up the center, can't convert. Now Stokes gets it again. Stokes nearly ran into Faria. Stokes now getting Stokes moving in short side. That hit a stick and goes out of play as Susi was back on D.
Yeah, nice job there by Stokes coming through the neutral zone. Picked up a bouncing puck. Had a head of steam coming down, but he was cut off by the proper angle taking of the defenseman for Andover. Got the stick out in front of the shot, and that puck went harmlessly up into the protective netting.
4:22 to go in this one. On the draw, it's going to be Campbell and Johnson playing it in deep. Now around is Shario. And the puck hops out of play right there at the bench. There's some big benches. I'm looking at these benches across from us, Rob. They are long.
They sure are.
They're some of the longer benches I've seen in an ice hockey rink.
A lot of room.
There's plenty of room. You see, each team is full complement of skaters, and everybody's got room.
Yeah, no doubt. Stretch out, grab your pillow.
Remote
hot
control.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Maybe a popcorn.
Yeah. Wilkie now up on the side of Sauerbrunn, had it taken away. Great chance. Johnson had it poked off of his stick. And skated away now by Campbell. Mark Campbell trying to move. That hit a skate or a shin pad of Fantasia, and it's kept in. Di Cristoforo behind the net, watched by Wilkie. Di Cristoforo pass in front and hit a skate. He had Fantasia right in the slot. Unfortunately, he hit a skate, and Andover's going to flip it out to center. Campbell with it now. Campbell left-handed shot moving down the wing. Campbell throws it at the net. It was trying to connect with Sousa on a tip. Didn't work. Fantasia now is going to get it out to center. Fantasia breaks now. One man to beat. Just couldn't get it by him. 3:28 to go. 2-2 score. Behind the net is Kelleher. Kelleher, long pass is going to be intercepted, but Wilkie's got to hold up, and he didn't hold up long enough for Zach Walker to clear his own.
Yeah, time was running out there for Wilkie. He held as long as he could, but the Billerica defender bearing down on him, and it was Walker who was unable to clear the zone. He almost made it. It was pretty close.
It was close. Face off just outside the Billerica zone. Brad Derling going up against Jack Waldman. Derling wins it. Back to Hughes, who sends it in the Indian zone. Zaro trying to push around. Kept in by Andover, though. Scoring chance. Pass in front was knocked away. And now it's cleared out the center. Getting back nicely is Susi, preventing a 2-on-1. Terrific hustle there by the defenseman. And the puck goes out of play as Zach Walker tried to play it to himself. Some nice hustle there. Andrew Susi, the defenseman, getting back on a play.
Yeah, no doubt. The Andover defenseman, Wilkie, as you mentioned, this time it was Susi, but they're really involving themselves in the play as it enters their zone, and they've been thwarting a lot of the offensive efforts for Billerica.
Right off the draw, Zaro with it. Zaro throwing it at the net. And hit the crest of goaltender Pat Shana. He's going to hang on. That looked like it kind of fooled him. I think he was going to glove it, and then he decided just to kind of catch it.
Yeah, dropped the glove, let it go in his chest, and had some good rebound control there and was able to get the whistle.
Stokes on the draw for Billerica, kicks it in deep. Now it's played around the boards. Petrillo back there for Billerica. Stokes in front looking for the pass. They had to go right by him. And Corsia has it. Gets it out the center, and then Billerica plays it right back in. Dump and chase time for the Indians. Flipped in deep by Petrillo, but getting back is Susi on the sideboards of Corsia. Intercepted, a shot and a save. Another chance. Knocked in deep, and we got a penalty coming up on Andover. Pass in front, swept away by Shana, and it's finally going to be touched up. Nice hard work by Faria down low, as well as Stokes.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a cross-check on 21, Sousa.
I think he knocked down Petrillo on the play.
Yeah, Petrillo had his back turned to him, was trying to find the puck in his skates, and Sousa just came right behind him and rifled him with the stick. Referee standing right there, and that's not one that's going to get let go.
So with 2:15 to play here in the second period, 2-2 score. Billerica, another man advantage. Chance to take the lead. Johnson with a shot. Nice save by Shaner on the play. Puck comes up the sideboard. Andover trying to clear. Couldn't do it. Indians keep it in. Stokes behind the net. Pass in front, looking for Faria. Couldn't get it to him. Stokes gets his own rebound though. Stokes holding. Stokes cutting to the front of the net. Now he's knocked down. Stokes still controls the puck. Watched by Wilkie. Faria has it on the sideboards of Fantasia. Plays it back to the point to Johnson. Everybody touching the puck. Shot tipped. And it's a save by Shana. Somebody in front got a stick on that. I think that might have been Stokes.
Yeah, it was either Stokes or it was Faria who was kind of sniffing around the front of the net as well. But it was Shana for Andover that was able to track that puck nicely. And even though it was tipped, he got his glove on it and saved a goal-scoring opportunity there.
It did take a crazy bounce, which was good.
Yep.
And it slowed down a bit, so that gave him a chance to react.
Yes, it did. Yep.
Unlike early in the game when it hit the skate, went right by him. Under a minute to go on the man advantage. Johnson holds, sends it off now to Waldman. Waldman with a drive and a nice save by Shana. Hit him right in the chest. A nice high rising shot. Now Johnson with a shot. That just whistles wide. Stokes with it now for Billerica. Takes a bump. And it's going to be cleared out. Nice defensive play by Silk.
Again, some good work in front of the net by Billerica on this power play.
Now Campbell's going to kill some time. 30 to go on the man advantage. Mark Campbell back in his own zone. Skating away. Now he's going to snap it out. Heads up play. He got the puck at the far blue line. Curled all the way back in his own zone. And he killed some of that penalty time. Minute to go in the second period. 15 to go on the man advantage. 2-2 score. Billerica in white. Andover in the gold. Billerica on the power play for the next few seconds. Then a shot. And tip goes out of play as Jack Waldman comes in. Now we only get 5 to go on the man advantage.
Yeah, nice opportunity there for Waldman as he broke in alone. In on the left wing. Looked like he lost his balance a little bit as he went to take that wrist shot. Delayed his shot just long enough for the Andover defender to get his stick in the shooting lane and deflect that into the netting.
So a face-off to the right of Pat Shana. It's 5-on-4 for the next 5 seconds. And the referee going over telling the Andover coach to watch the late changes.
Yeah, that's twice now that they've done this during this penalty kill situation.
So they're going to wave out Mark Campbell. Connor Silk taking a draw. Connor Silk wins it, and it's cleared away, and that'll do it in the man advantage. Susi's out of the box. Coming on to replace him is Sousa, and it's 5-on-5. Wilkie now trying to play it up the center and hit a skate. And Fantasia cleared it. It took a funny hop.
That puck's been bouncing weird all night, both ends of the ice, Dave.
It's really humidity here. Been unseasonably warm. It's 50 degrees today.
Yeah,
the temperature is dropping a little bit, but it's unseasonably warm.
Yeah. Which I'll take. 50's better than 30 any day of the week, I'll tell you that much. So still a little bit of time here for Billerica to get something going with an offensive zone faceoff.
22 seconds. Teams it back to 5-on-5. Comes back to the point. Zaro pushing it into Johnson. Johnson plays it behind the net. Fantasia had it taken away, and with 10 seconds to go, we got another rush. Here comes Campbell. Campbell for Andover. Campbell with a drop and a big drive, and a shot just went wide as Sousa let one rip. And it comes out the center, and that's going to do it in the period. Oh, one last shot. Fantasia snuck one in on us at the buzzer, and Shana had to make the stop.
Yeah, you got to wonder. That one may have counted had it gone in.
So the score after 2, it's Billerica 2 and Andover 2. And we'll have the third period coming up in just a minute.
Every game night in Hockey East is something special.
You have to come with your A game every night just to give yourself a chance.
The games are intense, the players are terrific.
It's in your face. There's no space on the ice. We're skating, attacking.
If we're in the upper echelon of Hockey East, I feel we're one of the better programs in the country.
Pressuring, tenacious, aggressive, in-your-face hockey. Let's go. Let's drop the puck.
Hockey is defined by moments. And as a player, you are defined by what you do with them. Moments to better yourself. Moments to learn. Moments to bond as a team. Moments that define character. Because when you play at your absolute best, you don't just excel in the moment, you own it.
You're only a kid once.
Come on, white team.
The American development model is USA Hockey's way of growing successful hockey players.
Nice shot, dude.
USA Hockey's ladder of development helps kids become better hockey players and more confident people.
Pounds right here.
The ADM provides every kid the best chance to succeed.
Go, buddy, go!
USA Hockey and ADM.
Play, love, excel.
We were born to embrace, not accept it. We were given nothing more, so we kept it. As the colors of our boots keep fading, we live a life that we hate without saying. Who would listen to the cries of a poor man? Never done nothing, how can we be something? Every heart has an hour of existence. Every breath brings a chance for redemption. If somehow we could wake up, let us love like we were children. Let us feel like we're still living in a world I know is burning to the ground. Give us time to make us take us back in a world I know is burning to the ground. It's hard to stay here, but where do we go? I know, can't feel it anymore. It's true, time is wearing us down. We fall further and further away, waiting for always to change. Let us love like we were children. Make us feel like we're still living in a world I know is burning to the ground. You're hurting on the road behind you. Let the wind go with you.
Hi, this is Shannon Moynihan. Whether you're looking for something specific, like a specialty fixture, or some expert advice on how to move forward with a home improvement project, you've come to the right place. At Moynihan Lumber, we have everything you need to build a home. A full-service lumberyard offering free delivery, a custom mill workshop, and an Ace Hardware store. We also feature a kitchen cabinet and door and window showroom, so you can see and try before you buy. Our goal is to offer quality products at competitive prices and provide service second to none. So whether you are picking a new color to energize a room or starting an ambitious renovation, our trained team will help you repair it, replace it, and remodel it, all on time and on budget. Moynihan Lumber has been serving the community for more than 50 years.
Moynihan Lumber, we measure up.
Tonight's game is sponsored by the following: MassHSHockey.com, Studio 12 Sports, Doyle Oil, Zwicker Sport, Nice Rink, Sports Watch, Hockey Night in Boston, The Extologist of Newbury Street, Video Electronics, Athletic Evolution, USA Junior Hockey Magazine, The College Hockey Experience, Moynihan Lumber. Are you interested in advertising in one of our future webcasts? If so, please contact Steve at studio12sports.com.
So we might have had some music playing, a little background holiday music during our replays.
Very festive time of year, Dave.
It is. 2 days away from Christmas, little holiday tournament going on. Again, the winner of this game will come back next week to take on Arlington Catholic at 7:45 in the championship game, and the consolation game will be Reading versus the loser of this one.
Arlington Catholic, very impressive performance in game number 1 this evening, Dave. Just the goaltending, John Richards, something we talked about pregame for them. He was a real huge component of that win, shutting down a very high-powered Reading offense, and just typical play at both ends of the ice for Arlington Catholic. Very few mistakes, very few turnovers, and you know, when you put all that together.
Second there, but it was taken away. Neutral zone was clogged up. Nice play by Petrillo. Played in deep for the Indians. All the action on the sideboards. Now comes up to the slot. Wilkie with a steal. Tried to get it up to Silk, and that was knocked away by Zaro. Zaro's been a strong defensive player for Billerica. And it's offside, as bringing it in was Enright. But trapped behind the line was Corsia.
Yeah, Corsia tried to get his foot back over, but unfortunately for him, I believe it was Enright that was already crossing the blue line with the puck.
You see the back check of these guys, forwards and defense, are up, and you wonder at what point during your life does that change, because that doesn't happen in our men's leagues. So these guys, what, 17, 18 years old, and you wonder when they get to be our age, at what age does the back checking stop?
I know, huh?
Another puck played in deep in the Andover zone. Susie back there. He pushes it up the wing, and now here comes Campbell, 2-on-2. Campbell and Sousa. Campbell on the far wing, trying to throw it in front. Tip shot and a score! Sousa on the tip of a nice pass by Campbell. And it's now 3-2.
Dave, we talked earlier in the game how on these even breaks going into the Billerica zone, the forwards for Andover, their feet don't stop. They continue skating right to the last possible minute. And it was once again that continuous skating that gave them the one-step advantage over the Billerica defender. Had his stick on the ice where it should be in that situation. Made a nice tip, and it just went over the outstretched pad of Baxter.
And the puck goes out of play with 13:45 to go. So we've got to reset our clock here. It kept on counting down. We'll get that clock fixed in just a second. But it is 13:45 to go. 3-2 now in favor of Andover. A terrific play. A shot by Johnson, and that is a save by Shayna. Now Kelleher runs into the referee briefly. Kelleher trying to get away from Sargent. Does get it out of the zone. Andover controls the puck now. Up the center. Nice behind the back play to himself was Walker, and he sends it in deep. Dushisko goes back to pick it up. Dishing it off to Kelleher. Kelleher up the side, and it goes astray out to center. Kelleher getting it again. Kelleher, a pass up to Johnson. Johnson drop pass. Coming in late was Kelleher to play it in deep. Trying to connect with Johnson. Couldn't do it. And the puck goes to Andover, and they try to clear.
Good to see Johnson back on the ice for Billerica. He left the playing surface early. I shouldn't say early. Midway through the second period after he blocked his shot. Looked like it hit him in the area between the tongue of the skate and the bottom of the shin guard, but good to see him back on the ice for Billerica.
Fantasia now trying to push it in the zone. He doesn't, but does get help from Burgess. But Andover moves it right out. Both teams quick at moving that puck out. Now Enright, 1-on-2. Enright trying to push it forward and does. Nice defensive play, though, by the Indians. Zach Hughes. Driven in deep by Shario. Behind the net, picked up by Zaro. Been impressed with Zaro tonight, Rupp.
Yeah, he's having a great game.
Although it's a steal now, moving in. Backhand shot. Just on the side of it, now in front. Enright can't get it. And it's going to be skated away by the Indians. Nice poke check there by Connor Silk on the play. Zaro now going on the offense, had it taken away, and Quercia now. Quercia to Silk. Silk moving in, Silk getting around his man. Silk throws it in front. That hit a skate. Quercia now behind the net and going right by Silk. He would have had a great chance to stuff it in. Now he hits a man from behind. Played around the boards. It's Zaro again. Zaro up the center, and it just went past Walden. Campbell now on his horse, moving down the right wing. Campbell moving in. Pass in front. That hit a skate. It's still loose, and the net's knocked off. One more time. Face off in the Billerica zone. Great chance there coming down the wing, Campbell.
Dave, very impressed with the play of this top line for Andover. You've got number 13, Mark Campbell, number 11, Will Sauerbrunn, and number 21, Andrew Susi. It seems like they're almost out there every other shift for Andover.
Playing very well. Kelleher behind his own net. Off the boards to Faria. Kevin Faria plays it up for Stokes. Gets it to him. Stokes throws it at the net. That goes wide of Shayna, though. Everybody banging against the glass down here. We got a whistle. And we have a whistle. Not sure
Somebody's
what that
going.
was.
We just don't know who yet.
Oh, maybe the puck went out of play.
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it was. Somebody get me
Here
a
I am,
biscuit.
jumping the gun here. I am. I'm ready to put everybody in the penalty box.
It has been a penalty-filled affair. Not too bad, but more than the last game. Now here comes Campbell the other way. Campbell moving in. Trying to get it to Sousa again in front. Sousa was boxed out of the play. Moving into Sauer. Pass in front. He score! Campbell! On a terrific pass from Sauerbrunn in the corner. And it's 4-2.
Yeah, we just talked about how well this line is playing for Andover, Dave. Sauerbrunn picked up the puck. Really a shot had come from one end to the other. Sauerbrunn picked it up off of the boards, turned, and immediately fired it across the mouth of the crease. It was Campbell that was coming in. Dave, he may have even got that a little bit out of the air. It was a beautiful saucer pass by Sauerbrunn.
Terrific pass, terrific goal. We'll have to take a look at those later on if we get a chance. Now comes to the side of the net, poked away by Shayna. Now, not much goaltender Tim Baxter could do on that one.
No. No, that was a goal scorer's goal.
Now back to the point. Hughes with it. That was blocked. Hughes keeping it in. Nice play, Hughes. And that's a shot, and that was blocked again. Hughes making some noise down there in the Andover zone. Now couldn't clear it out. Kept in by the Indians. Johnson with a shot, and that was blocked. There's about 3 shots in a row that Zach Walker has blocked. Kept in now by Hughes for the Indians. Hughes plays it in deep. Andover's going to get there first, and they're going to clear. Sargent with it. Sargent trying to get it to Campbell. Walker had a shot. He scores! Walker, what a shift. He blocked 3 shots and then cut up the middle and took the pass and buried it. And it's now 5-2.
Dave, again, we talked about it earlier. The fact that these Andover skaters do not stop their feet moving. I don't want to beat a dead horse to death here, but again, Walker comes in. He got position on, I believe it was Johnson, who was the defender for Billerica. He got the inside position, delayed for a second to get the puck on his stick, and then he would just put it past Baxter for the goal.
And we're back to live action. Almost. There we go. And the Indians control. So, wow, just like that. 3 quick goals, Ruppy. In about 3 minutes.
Yeah, but Rick has got to do something here to stop the bleeding. Still over 9.5 minutes left, but they're going to have to get one back here pretty quickly.
Waldman had it poked off of his stick. It's offside. Bill Rick has got a clear. Somebody lost a twig. That was Kelleher. And he'll change it up. Well, yeah, 9:27 to go in this one. On his horse. Enright goes to the front. Enright tipped it, just went wide. Andover still pressing. Now back to the point. That shot hit a shin pad. Now a great chance to break. Oh, Silk. Silk made a nice save right there at the blue line. It would have been a 2-on-0 the other way, but Silk kept that one in for Andover. Now Silk is knocked down. Silk still controls the puck. Gets it back to Enright. A shot and a save by Baxter. And right now, Andover is buzzing.
Yeah, they really are. And you can see the frustration in the Billerica players. Number 11, Jack Waldman, who's frustrated with the way that play played itself out in the Billerica zone. But again, just the fact that these Andover players.
And we got a buzz going on over here. I don't know what that was.
It's like an inadvertent buzzer.
They were buzzing.
Yeah.
Everybody's buzzing. Now pushed in deep.
Got the energy line back on the ice for Andover, Dave.
Yeah, we do. That was Hughes flipping it up and flipped out of play. Hits up. As that was Will Sauerbrunn trying to flip it in the zone, and he flipped it right out of the playing surface.
Souvenirs everywhere tonight, Dave.
Yeah. So face-off will come to center. Campbell against Stokes. Stokes trying to get it, but couldn't do it. Now swooping in is Sousa. Sousa puts on the brakes, but lost it to Faria. And it comes outside the zone. Pushed back in a hurry by Susi. Giving chase to Sauerbrunn. Sauerbrunn for Andover, but he's going to lose it to Hughes, who plays it around the boards. Some bumping going on in front of the Billerica bench. Pushed in deep, and Zaro's got to get there. Zaro spins away, gets it up on the side to Faria. Faria trying to play it off, fanned on it. Kept in by Campbell. Campbell's going to play it in deep. On the sideboard to Sauerbrunn. He takes a bump, pushes it in deep, gets it by Zaro. Campbell knocked down behind the net. Actually slid quite a ways on his behind. He did. Looked like he was on a sled. Going down the hill. Moving the other way. Stokes shot in the glove. Save by Shaner on the play. 7:48 to play. And Andover remains in the lead, 5-2.
Yeah, good idea there by Stokes to get that shot on net. I think it was Zaro that was applying some pressure as well, looking for that rebound. It's been some time since Billerica's had a decent scoring opportunity here, so they're just trying to generate something now the best that they can.
Face off to the left of Pat Shaner and the Andover net. Pass to the point, goes outside the zone. Kelleher's got to retreat. Send it over to Cisco, who's going to push it in. On the sideboards, battling is Walker. Walker just had a terrific shift a few minutes ago. Block shots, a goal. Right now, he's my #1 star.
Yeah, he's having a great game.
It's like Keller knocked down. Pushed around by Durling of Andover. Coming in is Fantasia to keep it in deep. Indians control. Back to the point to Cisco. Dishing it off and hit the skate at D. Cristoforo, and he lost it. And here comes Walker. Walker's going to play it in and change it up. 7 minutes to play. 3-goal lead for Andover. Andover in gold. Billerica in white. Winner next week will play Arlington Catholic. Now it's a 2-on-2 for Andover. Flip pass in front. Nice try now. Wraparound shot, and they score! Matt Curcia on the goal. He had hardly any angle at all, and he backhanded that one in over the shoulder of Baxter. 6-2.
Yeah, nice work there by Curcia, but I'll tell you, it was the effort of Brian Sargent, #5 for Andover, that did all the work with the puck behind that net. He came in on the forecheck, beat the Billerica player to the puck, circled the back of the net and put it out front. And as you say, it was Curcia that looked like he just got the tip of his stick blade underneath that puck and put it right up on the top shelf.
I thought he was in too deep, and I thought the puck was too close. But he indeed found the range. Now offside on Billerica, as trapped in the zone was Burgess. So 6:19 to go, and they've opened it up now. We're up 6-2.
Yeah. Well, if you're Billerica at this point, you know you've had a tough start to the season, 0-3. You battled a good fight here this evening through the first 2 periods. Things are starting to come apart a little bit here in the 3rd period, but if you want some positives come out of these last 6 minutes, maybe score a goal or 2.
After 2, it was 2-1 Billerica.
Yep.
I mean, after 1, I should say.
Yeah.
After 1.
It's tied at 2, I think, going into the 3rd.
Yeah, going into the 3rd is tied at 2. Billerica did have a 2-1 lead. Now breaking it out is Showork. Steven tries to send it into the slot to Nate O'Neill. He couldn't get it to him. Oh, O'Neill might have got away with a trick there. Skating out of the zone with Zaro. Zaro controls it, tries to pass in front. It hit his state. Zaro gets it again, throws it at the net Puck actually goes into the corner. And Andover tries to break it out. Shot for the point. Glove save by Shayna. Is getting that one on the net. Zach Hughes from the point. 5:31 to play.
Looked like Shayna really wanted to whistle on that one to get the change for Andover. Thought the referee was going to make him put that thing down and play it, but Billerica moved a man into the slot, and it was close enough to the goalie that the officials blew it dead.
Now back to the point. A wrist shot. That was stopped. McLaughlin tried to get one on the net. Billerica pushed it in deep. That was Petrillo getting in deep.
The energy line back on the ice for Andover, Dave.
It is. I'll pass in front to hit a couple of skates. And shot by Petrillo. That was a save by Shayna on the play. And now Andover breaking it out. This is Wilkie with it. Wilkie's had a strong game as well. Wilkie now in deep. He lost it. And the Indians break it out. Chance for a breakaway. Couldn't get him the pass. He does. He's offside. Oh, I thought he might have dragged the toe. Faria was gone.
He tried. He held as long as he could, but that puck up there a little slower than he thought it was going to.
I thought he got the toe on the line.
Eagle Eye Haley had that called from the time it went over.
You and those bifocals?
Yeah.
So now they dropped the puck.
Just don't ask me to read this paper, that's all.
They dropped the puck in the middle of a line change.
They're really trying to send a message to Andover, huh? They don't want them changing.
Actually, that was Billerica with the sixth guy out there. Eagle Eye. Now the puck in deep. 6-2 score kept in by McLaughlin. Plays it around the boards. Wilkie gets it up in the sideboards and gets it out. Coming up on 4.5 to play. It's a 4-goal lead for Andover. And now a steal coming in deep is Kelleher. Kelleher spins, goes in front, hit the side of the net. Hugging the post nicely with Shayna. And now it's going to be knocked into the Andover bench and another whistle.
Billerica generated a good opportunity with a turnaround shot by Petrillo about a shift or so ago. That's been their best scoring chance in quite some time here, and Shayna still sharp for Andover in that.
Some nice goals by Andover. Passes in front, a couple of breakaway chances. Now a drive, that goes wide. Coming in now is DeSisco with it. Dominic trying to play it in deep. He's tied up by Enright. Indians control, back to DeSisco. Shot, hits someone in the back, comes back to the point. This shot goes high and wide as Hughes trying to get something to go. Now big bump behind the net as Susie and Fantasia battle, but coming out of it is Silk. Silk plays it up the sideboards of Quercia. Quercia to Enright. Enright moving in. Enright takes a bump and then tripped on the play. We're going to get a penalty. I think that was Silk knocking down a man. Di Cristoforo with it for Billerica. Di Cristoforo moving in. His shot was blocked. Enright touches up the puck. And now it's touched up a second time. And we got a whistle. So with 3:39 to play, Billerica down by 4. They're going to man advantage.
Yeah, well, it's still 3.5 minutes. Weirder things have happened, Dave, but with a 4-goal deficit, even being a man up here is going to be a tall task here for the Billerica
Well,
Indians.
you get a quick power play goal, they get even strength goal, and you get an onside kick, you know? You never know. Get Tom Brady out there, anything's possible. So Billerica now on the man advantage, trying to get it out of their own zone. Johnson with it. He had a terrific goal early in this one. Johnson now on the left wing. Shot just went over the crossbar. Ooh, nearly picked that top corner.
Yeah, looked like he fooled Shayna for a minute there.
Stokes had it and then lost it, and it's going to be cleared out the center by Andover. Johnson to Fantasia is going to backhand it in. Going in deep now is Stokes. Stokes plays it behind the net to Faria. Faria has it. Comes back to the point. It's going to be intercepted by Campbell. Campbell taking his time. Campbell moving in. Wrist shot. Nice arm save by Baxter. Campbell moves around him, and he's 1-on-3 back there. Had a man wide open in the slot, but I don't think he was going to see him with all that traffic. And now Nikki Fantasia now with a drive. And another glove save by Shayna. Routine, maybe.
Yeah, it's making it look easy out there for Andover. Again, Billerica, it's been, with the exception of that Petrillo turnaround shot a couple of minutes ago, Dave, really not a lot of scoring chances. So Billerica's just going to try to get that puck on net, see what develops from there.
Another late change. It's driving these referees nuts. And a drive out of play, and we're going to go outside the zone with it. I'm going to say it hit D. Cristoforo and ricocheted out. Petrillo wins it. And the Indians control. Time running out, though. 2.5 to go. They trail by 4. Puck kept in, and ooh. I don't know what the call was there. I'm pretty sure Zaro kept that in.
Yeah, that puck didn't clear. As a matter of fact, it was the official himself that kept it from going out.
So we'll reset. Petrillo on the draw with Schuwerk. And this is going to be iced. Actually, there's a penalty, Rob.
Yeah,
they're still killing the penalty. I thought that penalty was over. So we've had so many whistles. And now we're even. 5-on-5. Petrillo pushing it in deep. Indians got to go all out now. They need some goals, and they need them in a hurry. In deep is Covino. Gets it back to the point. And a wrist shot. And that goes wide as Zaro tried to get it to the net. Pinching in is Kelleher. Keller had a roll off of his stick. The shot hit the side, hit the shin pad in front. Let's see who that was. Might have been Susie blocking that. Puck took a couple of funny hops there, and it's going to be iced. Thomas Devaney getting out there and playing it out, killing some clock. We've got a minute 34 to play.
Petrillo gave him a bump just for good measure after he sent that puck down the ice.
Yeah.
They had a couple of words together after. Something tells me they weren't talking about plans for Christmas dinner, Dave.
Always thinking with your stomach. On the sideboards, coming in is McLaughlin trying to make a play. Going to be pushed back in by Burgess. Burgess trying to steal it from Wilkie. Wilkie's going to flip it up, and he does get it out. So we got a minute 15 to go in this one, and barring a Manhattan miracle, Music City miracle, a Billerica miracle, we're going to have Andover taking on Arlington Catholic next week, Rob.
Yeah, championship game looming here, and only just less than a minute away now for Andover.
Wilkie with it with under a minute to go. Wilkie up on the sideboards. Andover tries to clear the zone. Big hit by Burgess. One last Christmas gift for this game ends. Now on the sideboards, Truer couldn't get it. He's going to give chase. He's going to force McLaughlin to go back. Thought he was going to get that puck up here, up, but it did stay inside.
I would have stopped that.
Yes, you would have. McLaughlin gets it up on the wing, trying to connect with Corbett. Corbett's going to take a bump. And the puck comes out of the zone. Driven back in by Corbett. Is going to the push of his own, knocking down Walker, and the hitting picks up. Everybody looking to line up a man now. And it's going to be slapped back in. 5 seconds to go in this one. And one last bump on the sideboards. And that's going to do it. The final score is Andover 6 and Billerica 2. And Andover will take on Arlington Catholic next Monday night at 7:45 in the championship game. At 5:45, we will see Billerica taking on Reading in the consolation game.
Yep, yeah, both got a couple of promising games for all four teams involved next week, Dave. I'll tell you, I'm really interested to see how Andover is going to match up against Arlington Catholic, because Arlington Catholic just looked like a well-oiled machine out there in game number 1 this evening. For Andover, they had a solid game, and they played very well, but they really didn't turn everything on until the third period. So if they keep that kind of effort going for next week's game against Arlington Catholic, we'll have a close one. Otherwise, there's not a lot of room for mistakes against a team like Arlington Catholic.
So once again, the final score is Andover 6 and Billerica 2. And we'll catch everybody hopefully next Monday night back here on Studio 12 Sports. For Ruppy Haley, Steve Sheridan, Big Will on camera, I'm Dave Gardner. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and have a Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate. Happy holidays, and we hope to see everybody next Monday night. From Billerica, good night, everybody.